Imagine returning home after a long journey, only to find ashes and ruin. What would you do? This is David's heartbreaking return to Ziklag. David and his men arrive, only to discover their homes torched and their loved ones taken. Panic and despair grip them. Can you feel their pain? They weep loud enough for the heavens to hear. Their families are gone, taken captive by the Amalekites. What would your heart feel? David's heart aches, not just for his home but for his two dear wives. Captured, lost. Can you relate to this deep sorrow? The weight of his men's grief turns to anger. They consider stoning him. The pressure builds. Have you ever felt such weight? But in this moment of crisis, David finds strength. He turns to the one source of hope he knows, his faith. Where do you find your strength? Bring me the ephod, he commands. This special garment symbolizes his faith and need for guidance. What steps do you take in tough times? David inquires of the Lord, desperate for direction. Should he pursue the captors? What would you ask in his place? Pursue, comes the divine answer. It's a call to action, a promise of recovery. Do you hear that call in your own life? With renewed spirit, David rallies his weary men. They lift their heads, hope rekindled. Will you rise up when faced with despair? They set off into the unknown, warriors with purpose. Every step is a heartbeat of hope. What drives you to move forward? Through hardships they charge, hearts united. Each man fights not just for himself but for his family. How far would you go for love? They pause for breath on a high ridge, the shadows of despair chased away. What thoughts linger in your mind during a journey? Meanwhile, the Amalekites revel in their spoils, unaware of the imminent storm. How do you face your adversaries? Silently, David's men prepare for battle. The stakes are high. Failure isn't an option. What drives you to fight against obstacles? The clash echoes through the night, courage meets ferocity. It's more than a battle. It's reclaiming their very souls. David emerges as a beacon of strength amid chaos. You might see a leader, but they see hope. What inspires you to lead? Victory blossoms. They find their loved ones safe. Tears of joy replace sorrow. How does triumph feel after hardship? In an emotional reunion, love conquers all. Families are whole again. What does home mean to you? Together, they return to Ziklag, hearts united and stronger. Every journey has its trials. What story will you tell?